What hurts more? The pain of pushing yourself every single day? Or the pain of looking back and realizing you wasted your life? Most people think discipline is hard. Early mornings, late nights, saying no to fun. But let me tell you something most people don't understand. The pain of regret is far worse. It's deeper, longer lasting, and it never truly goes away. Imagine lying on your deathbed, staring at the life you didn't live, wishing you had worked harder, trained more, said yes to opportunities, and pushed through the hard moments. That's the pain of regret. And today, we're going to explore why choosing discipline now is the secret to avoiding lifelong regret, and how that choice separates the winners from everyone else. The problem: people avoid discipline. Discipline is uncomfortable. It demands sacrifice. It asks you to delay instant gratification. But the human brain craves comfort. It whispers, "Rest today. You'll start tomorrow. Just relax, it's okay to skip this time." And we listen. The problem? Those small delays accumulate. Days become months. Months become years. And one day, you realize, I could have done so much more. Regret builds slowly, silently. You can feel it in quiet moments. Sitting alone, seeing someone else succeed, watching your friends live the life you wanted. And the worst part? Regret doesn't just stay in your mind. It affects your health, your confidence, and even your future decisions. Story.
Hustle, hustle, hustle. Sleep was sin in my household. Sin. I saw my dad asleep one time in my life. I got up at 8 o'clock on a Saturday morning and went through the kitchen and peeked, and I saw him sleeping. I went and woke up my brothers like, "Dude, but Dad's still asleep." He actually died 2.5 months later. And connected that idea that, oh, if he slept in that late, he must have not been feeling well. If it was daylight, you couldn't be inside. There's a fierce sense of independence. 30 minutes of TV a night, max. Mom would always say, "Why are you gonna watch someone doing something when you can go out in the world and do it yourself? Turn that damn thing off, get outside." You had to be outside. Like, get out in the world, go hustle, figure it out, be home at dark. That was just the understood rule.
The student who waited. Imagine a student with dreams of becoming a doctor. Every exam is crucial. Every practice test matters. But instead of studying consistently, they scroll social media. They procrastinate. They sleep in. The pain of discipline feels heavy. It's hard to sit down. It's tiring to focus. Days pass. Weeks pass. Months pass. Then exams come, and the student isn't ready. They fail to get into medical school. The regret? Devastating. Not just for failing, but for all the wasted hours, the ignored opportunities, the potential they left behind. The pain of regret hits harder than any exam ever could. And that's the difference. Discipline hurts now, regret hurts forever. Lesson 1. Discipline is short-term pain. Discipline is not easy. Waking up early, working when you don't feel like it, pushing yourself through the difficult moments. It hurts. It's uncomfortable. Your mind will fight it every step of the way. But here's the truth. The pain is temporary. One disciplined day may feel hard. One disciplined year may feel draining. But that pain fades. The effort becomes a habit. The habit becomes a lifestyle. The lifestyle becomes success. Discipline's pain is short-lived, but its reward lasts a lifetime. Discipline is like a small storm you endure today to ensure that tomorrow is sunny. The momentary discomfort is tiny compared to the lifelong benefits. Lesson 2. Regret is forever. Regret is unlike any other pain. It doesn't fade. It lingers. It visits you in quiet moments. It haunts you when you're alone. It whispers, "What if you had tried harder? What if you hadn't quit? What if you had started today?" And the worst part? You can never go back. You can't redo the past. You can't reclaim wasted opportunities. That pain is permanent unless you act now. Psychologists call this anticipated regret. Studies show that humans fear looking back on missed opportunities far more than temporary discomfort. That's why choosing discipline now is not just practical, it's psychological self-preservation. Story. The entrepreneur who hesitated. A young entrepreneur had a brilliant idea. They spent weeks researching, waiting, planning. The fear of failure held them back. Months passed. Competitors launched. Investors moved on. The pain of discipline, risking time and money, felt unbearable. But the pain of regret, years later, was unbearable. The thought of, "I could have built this," haunted every decision. And that's the difference. Discipline hurts now, regret hurts forever. Some of the most successful business leaders admit their first few failures were painful, but nothing compared to the regret of not starting at all. Lesson 3. Discipline builds freedom. The irony is this: the short-term pain of discipline leads to long-term freedom. The hours you put into learning a skill today free you tomorrow. The effort you put into your health saves you years of suffering. The discipline you invest in your career creates wealth and security. Pain in the present is an investment in your future. Pain from regret is just a debt you'll pay over and over again. Discipline buys freedom. Regret buys nothing. Think about it like this: when you're consistent in your habits, small efforts snowball into massive results. Skipping discipline delays freedom. Delaying freedom creates regret. Lesson 4. Regret limits potential. Regret doesn't just hurt, it limits your potential. When you regret the past, you stop believing in yourself. You doubt your abilities. You fear failure. You avoid challenges. People who live with regret often settle. They choose comfort. They choose safety, because the pain of regret convinces them it's too late. I've already failed. Meanwhile, people who embrace discipline push forward, expanding their potential with every decision. Your future self depends on the choices you make today. Every moment you delay action is a missed chance to grow. Lesson 5. Discipline creates confidence. Discipline doesn't just prevent regret, it builds confidence. Every time you push through discomfort, your brain records, "I can do hard things." That builds self-belief. That builds resilience. That builds courage. Confidence comes from proving to yourself you're capable, not from temporary comfort or easy wins. Regret, on the other hand, erodes confidence. It whispers, "You failed before. You'll fail again." Discipline creates a shield against that whisper. It gives you the courage to face life's challenges head-on. Practical mindset shift you need. Here's the mindset that separates the winners from the rest. I will endure temporary discomfort today to avoid permanent pain tomorrow. Discipline is not a punishment. It's a shield against regret. Every time you choose action over comfort, you're protecting your future self. Ask yourself, what will hurt more in 10 years? This short-term effort, or the regret of doing nothing and missing out on my potential? Once you truly internalize this, every difficult choice becomes easier. Practical steps to choose discipline over regret: start small, start now. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. One disciplined choice today compounds into big results tomorrow. Visualize your future regret. Imagine looking back at your life. What would hurt more? Pushing through discomfort now, or doing nothing and failing later? Break tasks into bite-sized actions. Discipline feels less painful when it's manageable. Take small steps consistently. Track your progress. Seeing growth reinforces discipline. Every small win reminds your brain that discomfort leads to reward. Reward yourself responsibly. Acknowledge the pain you endure, but don't replace it with indulgence that erases progress. Focus on purpose, not pain. When you connect your disciplined effort to a meaningful goal, the pain feels lighter and the motivation stronger. Story: the athlete who pushed through. Consider an athlete training for a championship. Early mornings, hours of practice, strict diet, endless sacrifice. Every day, they feel the weight of discipline. But when competition day comes, all that pain pays off. Meanwhile, a teammate who avoided early effort never reaches the same level. The pain of discipline was temporary. The pain of regret, never competing at their full potential, would last forever. Discipline transforms potential into achievement. Regret transforms potential into what could have been. The hidden truth: discipline and regret are two sides of the same coin. One hurts temporarily, but builds a life you're proud of. The other hurts permanently, but teaches nothing. Success is never about avoiding pain. It's about choosing the right pain. And the smartest choice you can make today is to embrace the pain of discipline. Because in the long run, it's far less painful than regret. Life will always demand effort. Life will always test your commitment. And life will always present choices between comfort and growth. You can ignore the work today, or you can endure the struggle and build something meaningful. The pain of discipline is temporary. The pain of regret lasts forever. So ask yourself, do you want to suffer for a moment or for a lifetime? Choose discipline. Start today. Push through discomfort. Because the person you become after facing discipline will be someone your future self thanks endlessly. And when you do, regret will have no power over you. If this video motivated you, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more powerful motivational content. Remember, discipline hurts today, but regret hurts forever. Choose wisely.